What's up, guys? Let's knock out this practice test for test 21. First four absolute value equations. Don't forget 2 bars, 2 answers. 2 bars, 2 answers, usually. So this first one's ready to go. I'm just going to set the x minus 8. It could either be 14 or it could be negative 14. So just move the 8 over. This side I get 22. Move the 8 over here, you get negative 6. There you have it. The second one, you need to isolate the absolute value first before you remove it. So move that 5 over first, and then do what we did number 1. Set x minus 2 equal to 3. Also set it equal to negative 3. Move the 2. Move the 2. And there's number 2. Number 3, same kind of deal. Isolate the absolute value. So I'm going to take the 14 over. The negative sign is still there. It's kind of a good thing because when I take the 14 over, I get negative 9. Divide both sides by negative 1 to make the negative go away. Then we're going to say x plus 4 is 9. Also, x plus 4 is negative 9. Move the 4 here, you get 5. Move the 4 there, you get negative 13. That's all you got. And number 4, let's move the 8. There we go. Let's move the 8 first, as always. And the good thing is, or bad thing is, when I move the 8, I get negative 3. There is no way absolute value can equal a negative number, so there's no solution. You got to watch that. You got to be really careful because if you go ahead and work it out like we did the first 3, you'll get an answer. It's just wrong, so be very careful. Solve, not in notation, then graph. So this one is less than, which is and. Remember the and, you can put all together like this. It's already set up for you. So it means I'm going to shade between negative 8 and positive 8, filled in circles. And my interval answer is going to be negative 8 to 8 with intervals because of the equal sign. Number 6 is going to be an or because it's greater than. So 3x is greater than 6 or 3x is less than negative 6. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. And there you have it. Just do the number line. Go negative 2 with an empty circle, shade towards 0. Positive 2 with an empty circle, shade toward the arrow. Now, when you do interval notation, you got to do both spots. So I'm going negative infinity to negative 2 with the union symbol, 2 to infinity. Notice all parentheses because there's no equal sign, no filled in circles. Number 7, less than again, right? Less than. So I'm going to say x minus 7 is less than 12 and greater than negative 12. Remember, it's and, you can write it all together just like that. It's called a conjunction. Add 7 to all 3 sides, and you get 19 over here, and over here you get negative 5. So your number line, if it's an and, remember your shading is going to come together, filled in circles again because of the equal sign. I'm going to go negative 5 to 19, and there you have it. Number 8 is a greater than, so I'm going to say 3 minus 4x is greater than 10, just like it says, or 3 minus 4x is less than negative 10. You got to solve both sides. So I'm going to move the 3 over. That gives me 7. Divide by negative 4. Ooh, divide by negative 4. Sign flips. Makes it less than negative 7/4. Right here, move the 3 over. You get negative 13. Divide by negative 4. Don't forget to flip that sign again. Get 13/4. So when you draw your number line, you're going negative 7/4, and you're going less than that. 13/4, you're going greater than that. And so you get negative infinity to negative 7/4 for the left-hand side. The right-hand side is 13/4 to infinity. So you need to see all 3 answers there, all 3 of those answers. Number 9, determine the leading term, leading coefficient, and degree. Well, the leading term, the LT, is negative 12 x to the 5th. The leading coefficient, therefore, will be negative 12. The degree is the biggest exponent, which is 5. 10 through 13 are all determined in behavior. This is odd and positive. If it's odd positive, it goes down to the left, up to the right. Now, I'm going to let you do your answers that way if you want to. Right here is positive even, which means it goes up left and up right. Let's put a little zigzag in there just to show there's some stuff that goes on in between. This one, negative odd. Negative odd goes up to the right, and it goes down to the left. 13 is even and negative. That goes down to the left and down to the right. Just need to know those. 14, use substitution to determine whether those are zeros or not. So what I would do first is I'm going to plug -2 in. And see if I get 0. Let's see, it's going to be, let's see here. I'm getting 24 for that one. Do the same thing with the 3. That's only a 0 if it equals 0 when you plug it in everywhere else. I'm putting it in parentheses just to protect the sign there. That's going to be 6 minus 27 plus 3 plus 6. That's 12, 18. That's going to be -9. That's also not a 0. So let's try -1, the last one. Plug -1 in there. Let's see what happens. That's going to be -2. That's going to be -3 minus 1 plus 6. That does equal 0. So the only one that is a 0 is the -1. -1 is a 0. Find the zeros of these and tell multiplicity. It's whatever makes the parentheses 0. So -2 is a 0 with multiplicity 2 because 2 is an exponent. 3 is a 0. And -4 is a 0 with multiplicity 3 because 3 is the exponent. Number 16, you got to do a little work. You got to factor it first. So I'm going to factor this one. I'm going to say x squared minus 3 and x squared minus 1. We'll keep on going. That's the difference of squares, x plus 1, x minus 1. And I'm going to keep going here too. Or, well, yeah, let's keep going. That's going to be x plus square root of 3, x minus square root of 3. So my zeros are negative square root of 3, positive square root of 3, -1, and +1. And they all have multiplicity 1 because there are no exponents on those factors. 17, using graphing calculator to find the zeros of those. Approximate zeros to 3 decimal places. Graph it on your calculator. Go to second calc. Number 2 is 0. Go to the left side of the left 0, the left x-intercept. I'm sitting there doing it right now. I'm trying to trace on my calculator. It's going very slowly. Sorry about this. I'm holding up the video for... Sorry about this. I know. Hang on a second. There we go. Left bound. Go past it. Right bound. This is hard. I can't really show you this, so sorry about that. And the first one I get is -4.378. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the second one. I'll start the process all over again. Second calc, number 2. I'm already on the left side, so I'm going to trace a little closer to... There's 3 zeros. I'm tracing close to the middle one, but not going past it, staying on the left side. Your y coordinate tells you where you are. Hit enter, then it says right bound. Trace to the right side, go past the 0, or x-intercept, hit enter, guess, hit enter again. I'm getting -1.167. Make sure you're getting these. And then one more time, second calc, number 2, which says 0, left bound, trace close to the one on the far right, but don't go past it. Stay to the left of it. My cursor right now is, I can't even see it on my screen. There it is, it's coming back. Not that you could see it. Hit enter. When it says right bound, use your right arrow key to go past it. Hit enter again. It says guess. Hit enter one more time. You should see 2.545. Now, if you're having trouble doing that, please make sure and come and let me show you those steps on the calculator before your test tomorrow. 18 is the same thing. Use the graph to find the real zeros, the max and min, and the range. So you got to find more stuff this time. Maybe punch that in. Okay, you probably should have done this last time. The graph I'm seeing on my calculator. Hang on, let me take a picture and I'll put it up here for you. Okay, there's the picture of the calculator screen from my graph. So I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I got 2 zeros. I have one of the zeros. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me just show you this. I'm going to trace to right. I'm going to hit second calc, number 2. I'm going to trace to right here, left bound. Right there, right bound. Right here, left bound. Right there, right bound to find my 2 zeros. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to do that without the video playing, so it won't take you so long to watch this. I'll come back and put the 2 answers here. Okay, and there's the 2 zeros. I did those the same way, but I did the problem up above, and I did it looking at this left bound, right bound. Now, if you notice, it also says find the relative max or min. This is going to have a max, and it's going to be up here where you can't see it. There's a max up there. So what I need you to do in your calculator is hit window. It's on the top row. Go to window. Go to your Y max on your window and change your Y max to, I don't know, let's say 25. and then hit your graph button. And I think you'll be able to see your, yes, then you can see your max. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to go second calc, except instead of hitting 0, I'm going to hit number 4, which says maximum. Hit maximum, make sure you're on the left side of it, which my cursor already was. I'm going to enter. Then it says right bound, go past the max to the right-hand side, go to the right-hand side of the max somewhere. I went too far, my calculator's going crazy, sorry about that. There we go. Hit enter, guess, hit enter, and that's what the max says. Let's make a point. The max is 1.5 and 21.6875. That's exactly what the max is. Then it says that's for the range. The range is, it hits a max and it goes down forever. So I'm going to say the range is negative infinity up to 21.6875. Remember, range is the y. Range is y. All right, number 19, find the vertex, all the stuff. So this is what we did last week. I'm going to do negative b over 2a. Negative b is negative 6 over 2a, which is 3. That's negative 1. So my vertex is going to be negative 1 something. You can take your calculator if you need to, do whatever you need to do, but we're going to plug the negative 1 back in. I'm just going to do it right here. Since it's negative 1, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out what it is. It's going to be 3 minus 6 plus 5, which is 2, by the way. So my vertex is negative 1, 2. My axis, don't forget x equals, because it's a vertical line, is negative 1. Your max or min, because that's a positive 3, it opens up, which means it has a min, and the min is the y coordinate of the vertex, which is 2. So there's the 3 answers I need for 19. 2 more and we're done here. 20 says simplify. I'm going to do FOIL. So I'm going first, outer, inner, and last. All right, so don't forget that I squared right there is really going to make that a plus 10. And I'm going to add that plus 10 to the 6 at the beginning, which makes it 16. I can also combine my 2 i's right here, make it 11i. And guys, that's it. And number 21 says solve by completing the square. So start off by moving the 13 to the other side. All right, and we do, remember the gesture, half the middle squared, add to both sides. So we're going to take half of negative 10, which is negative 5, square it, which is 25, add it to both sides. Make sure you add it to both sides. The right-hand side is 12. Left-hand side, we can write this. We can write x minus 5 squared. Remember that half number always comes back. Goes right in parentheses every time. Square root both sides. This is going to be x minus 5. The square just goes away. Over here, the square root of 12 is really 4 times 3. Don't forget your plus or minus sign. The square root of 4 is 2. Don't know what the square root of 3 is. Move the 5 over, and we are donezo. If I move the 5, it becomes positive 5, plus or minus 2, 1, 3. There you have it. There's your practice test. Hope it's good. Please, 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 because we didn't get a review day this week, please come see me if you need to. And if there's anything else here. Yeah, come see me. Contact me even if you're home. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll get back to you, I promise. Just let me know. Good luck. See you tomorrow.